Scorpio, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. And now before I get started, I just have one announcement. I did record a March 2018 webinar. If you were not able to make it in person, it is now available on replay. All right, where you can learn more about that. What I talk a lot about is about Pisces and about Aries, since we've got a lot of planets here moving through these two signs this month. All right, what I see this month being all about because of that is really all about overcoming the past, overcoming some old situations that have been hurting us, holding us back here, and moving into new situations that are better, and beginning to move into new situations, I think, with more power, more force, and more drive to do the things that we know we want and need to do, okay? So if that is something you are interested in, please click the link below down in my description box in order to learn more, to see that recording. All right, so that's what I've got going on there, Scorpio. Now for your horoscope, what we've got going on, the very first of the month, March 1st, full moon in Virgo. And that for you, Scorpio, is going to be right here in your 11th house of your goals, your dreams, and your hopes for the future. Also of your group association and the people that you associate with. Normally multiple people, so a group that you're a part of happening, okay? And I think what's coming in at the first of the month is you're either ending a goal, ending a dream, ending a group association, or you're finally stepping into it. Finally, like, coming to like a level in with your goals, with your dreams, where you feel like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm reaching a goal that I've wanted. I'm reaching some big dream here, or really beginning to step up to really become a part of a group that maybe you've been trying to be a part of for a long time, okay? So those are kind of two things that could be going on here at this full moon. The reason why you're thinking about your goals and your dreams and the people that you associate with is so that at the new moon on March 17th, right here in Pisces, you can start to be happier since Pisces rules your 5th house of happiness, okay? And what you're trying to figure out at the beginning of this month is that your life is going in the right direction, that you've got the right goals and the right dreams for your life and the right people with you here, so that you can actually start to focus now on doing things you enjoy doing and on being happy and on putting more of the work in on the small tasks that you enjoy here to actually get you to this big picture vision of where it is that you want to be. All right, and you're just trying to figure out here at the beginning of this month, right, where you see your life going and how you can finally start to be happy living this life that it is that you see for yourself, okay? So that's what's going on there. I do think that the more that you can start to focus on what makes you happy, on being happy, and on leading, since the 5th house is also a house of leadership, it will be good for you and open up some doors. One of the doors it will open is going to be right here with Capricorn coming in, because we do have Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn making a sextile to Pisces at the beginning of this month. And Capricorn for you is in your 3rd house of talk and communication. So what's going on is that the more you're thinking about how you can be happy, how you can do something you enjoy to reach some goals and dreams of yours, and how you can lead, maybe you're leading a group, leading an organization coming in, the more you can think about how you can lead and do something you enjoy, I think it's opening up some doors for you to communicate more openly about what you're feeling, okay, to think in a better way about your life, just to be happier in general with life, to be happier with your immediate environment, in your neighborhood, with the people in your community coming in. So I think there is definitely an opportunity, if you can start thinking more about how you can be happier and lead, for you to get more clarity on your life, communicate in better ways about what it is that you enjoy, and just feel more comfortable with life going on. Okay, I also see a good thing being right here where Jupiter is in Scorpio in your sign, also making a trine over to the Pisces planets at the beginning of this month. So you focusing on being happy, doing something you enjoy, leadership. Also, I didn't mention 5th house also rules romantic relationships, if you've got a romantic relationship maybe coming in, and kids too. So you focusing more on romantic relationships, more on kids, more on a passion project as well that you really, really enjoy, is also going to help you here to be the person you always wanted to be with Jupiter in your 1st house, to change your identity for the better, okay, to understand better who it is that you are, to feel more comfortable being yourself, doing some things that you know that you're going to enjoy, okay? So I just see, yeah, a lot of that coming in being really good for you, a chance for you to communicate about what you enjoy and about what makes you happy, so that you can put your life in the right direction and feel much better about who you are, so that you can move forward, okay? The challenge that is going to come in, though, at the beginning of the month is going to be right here where Mars is. And that for you is in your second house of money and of income and of your confidence and of your gifts and skills and talents. So what I think is happening here is that you are starting to be happier, focus more on what you enjoy, bring more love, more romance into your life, work better with kids in a way that you like, that's better for you. But now the hard part is your confidence coming in, your gifts and skills and talents. Maybe you feel like as you're doing this happy thing, you don't have what it takes. You don't have the skills that you need to lead this organization, to work with these people, to do the things that you really enjoy. You know, maybe also you don't feel like you can make it work. You don't feel like it's possible for you to be happy and to maybe start to sustain some of this happiness. Maybe another thing that you're worried about as well is money. Okay, I know what I enjoy and I'm communicating about it, and it's obviously good for me to do things I like, but now how can I make money doing this? Maybe worried that you can't get the money doing it, or the money is going to fall through, or that you aren't confident you can do what it is that you want. So I think that could be another thing that's coming in that could be hard. Also, stability. Maybe you're being practical. Maybe now that you're thinking so much about being happy and what it is that you enjoy, thinking about financial matters is like a little bit of a buzzkill. You don't want to think about financial stuff. You want to move forward doing what it is that you enjoy, but really needing to figure out here how you can do what you like, but to do it in a solid and stable way as you move forward, to get money from this thing and to be more confident using all of the things that you have at your disposal in order to move forward on it. Right, so that's what I see going on there, especially with Mars making a square to all of these Pisces planets, and especially to Chiron, which it will do this month. All right, if you can figure out, though, how to be confident doing something you enjoy, how to make money doing it, and how to really bring more stability into your life doing something that you like, I think there is a good thing that can come from it. That's because Mars will eventually, towards the middle of the month, come into a trine here with Uranus. And Uranus is in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines. So the more that you can do this happy thing that you want, feel comfortable doing it, be more practical with it, and be more stable and confident leading your life in some way, I think it's going to help you here have a job that you like, have a daily routine that's better for you, feel much better in your life and the way that it looks externally in some ways coming in. Okay, so I do see there definitely, even if it's hard for you to find the stability doing this thing that you enjoy, I think definitely being some good opportunities here for you to have a set of daily routines that you like and that feels better for you. Maybe a job that can bring money into you in some way and can use more of your talents. Okay, so that's what is going on there. Around the same time that that happens, March 10th, we also do have Jupiter here going retrograde in your 1st house. So as you're beginning to have a better daily routine where you feel more confident in it, doing something you like, I think as well you're also reviewing your identity. Who am I? Now that I'm doing something that I really like, now that things in my life are quite different, especially with these eclipses on a major angle of your chart, I think now you're trying to figure out, okay, who am I now? What does this mean? How do I have to change my identity in a way that's better? And how can I go over everything that's happened to me so that I can understand it, so that I can then move forward feeling more like myself and integrating all of this stuff that it is that I've learned and that has happened so that I can be more happy in my life. All right, so I think that's what's happening there. Then on March 17th, we've got the new moon here in Pisces in your 5th house of happiness. So as to where the beginning of the month, I think you've just been thinking about how you can be happy, do something you like and enjoy, lead your life in some way, and what that means for you. I think once the new moon happens, you start to actually do this happy thing, step into it, make more progress doing something that it is that you enjoy. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Then after the new moon on March 17th, we then get a whole bunch of planets moving from Pisces here into Aries in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines. And what that means is that the second half of the month is then going to become a lot, not just about you doing something you enjoy, okay, but about you doing this thing you enjoy on the day-to-day, putting a lot of work in now to sustain this happy thing, to make this thing you like last, okay, and to actually have it manifest externally in your life, okay? So the beginning of the month is you trying to figure out, what do I like? What makes me happy? How can I feel more confident and comfortable doing this thing? And the second part of the month is, okay, now I'm doing this thing that makes me happy on the day-to-day, and how can I put in the work to make it happen, to make it manifest, and to fully live it and step into it, all right? Could be a little bit uncomfortable for you to make that transition with these planets from Pisces moving into Aries, eventually crossing over, sorry, Chiron, you can't really see it right now, but all these planets eventually crossing over Chiron. So you could feel a little bit uncomfortable here, maybe worried that you won't fully be able to enjoy yourself now that you have to put some work in to sustain something that you like. Maybe you're worried that you won't fully enjoy a job, enjoy a daily routine that it is that you have. But I think needing to have faith that you will, needing to trust and needing to be patient here so that things can play out, okay? And to not get upset or make any rash decisions if you don't feel quite right about everything that is going on, because things will get better, okay? So that's what's happening there. Then, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the second half of the month. Just wanted to clear my chart so that I don't confuse you with all my markings. All right, this is you, Scorpio. The second half of the month, I said, is right here in Aries, which for you is in your job and your daily routine. So the second half of the month for you is a lot more about work, working, doing things, making things happen, maybe putting in long hours so that you can do something that it is that you like. When you're doing things now towards the second half of the month, the challenge then becomes here where Capricorn is, where Saturn and Pluto are, because Capricorn squares Aries. And that for you is your third house of talk and communication, okay? So now that you're starting to do things, to put in the work to sustain some happy thing and make it manifest outwardly, maybe then it gets hard for you to communicate. It gets hard for you to talk to other people. It gets hard for you to be out in your community, socialize with your neighbors in some way, because now you got to put your head down. I got things to do. I can't, you know, and maybe that's the hard part, okay, going on. Maybe as well thinking and inside to yourself, the way your mind thinks also is hard because you're so busy, because there's so much work to do. It's hard for you to take a step back, to think about things, to process things in the right way, okay, and really needing to learn how to communicate with other people about your job, about your daily routines, how to think as well in the right way about your job and about your daily routines too, so that you can move forward being a thing, okay? As to where Pisces, where we had a bunch of planets in at the beginning of the month, sextiles Capricorn, Aries squares it. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, lots of communication. You are happy, you know, I can finally do something I enjoy and I can talk to people about it and this is so exciting and all this is going on. And then you get to the second half of the month and you're like, whoa, now that I'm actually doing this thing that I like, now that I'm actually having to build on it, it's a lot harder for me to communicate. I was fine at the beginning of the month, but now I just don't know how to communicate about what I'm doing on the day-to-day in the right ways, and that being the challenge, okay? If you can bring that together though, I do see there being an opportunity towards the end of the month for some good things to happen. That's because we do have these planets moving through Aries making a trine to your north node and your 10th house of your career, your reputation, and your social standing. So if you can put the work in on the day-to-day to do something you enjoy, to lead your life, maybe to do something that you like, and to communicate about it in the right ways with other people, and to think about it in the right ways with yourself, it is going to help you here have the career you want, put your life in a right direction that you really enjoy, increase your social standing and your reputation, to have more people know you and have people know you for the right reasons, okay? So I think there's a chance for that to start to come in here towards the end of the month if you put in the work here to make sure you're doing something that you enjoy and if you're doing your best to talk about it, all right? So that's what's going on. I don't see it being all hard, okay, because we are going to have Mars move here into Capricorn on March 18th, where it loves to be. Mars loves Capricorn, okay, and it's one of your co-rulers, too. So I think there's going to be lots of help for you to communicate, lots of help to help you here do things with your community, to work with other people, okay, and to think about things right. Maybe lots of mental activity coming in at the end of the month as well. And we're also going to have Mercury retrograde on March 24th happen here at the very beginning degrees of Aries in your 6th house. I think really helping you to make sure if you're going to do this happy thing in the day-to-day that you're doing it right, you're doing it in the right ways, that it really works for you, it's really what you want. Coming in. So even though there could be a lot of work that's going on towards the end of this month, I do think you're going to have help to communicate with people and to make sure that you're building something on your job and on your daily routines in a way that you really like. Okay, so we've got that going on there. Then the last thing that I do want to mention to you is the full moon happening in Libra the last day of the month, March 31st, and that is going to be right here for you, Scorpio, and it's going to be in your 12th house of your insides and of your spirituality. So I think what's going on the last day of the month here is that then your focus becomes internal about what you need internally, what you need spiritually here to start to feel more right with your life, so that you can then focus more attention on your job and on your daily routines. And I think you're already thinking about your job for a lot of the month, especially the end of the month. You're already thinking about your daily routines, what your day-to-day life looks like. But I think the full moon at the end of the month is going to help, hopefully, give you more of that inner clarity and give you more of that inner strength, so that you can start to do the job, do the daily routines, feel much better about it, and feel more comfortable about it now that your internal needs have been taken care of. Okay, so that's what I see going on for you, Scorpio. Now your card for the month is the it's the 6. Sometimes Roman numerals are hard for me to read upside down. It's the 6 of Pentacles reversed, okay? I get this card a lot for Scorpios. I feel like it's kind of a Scorpio card. But what this to me means, some kind of imbalance here in the give and take. Either you are giving too much and not receiving enough in return, or you are taking too much from other people and not giving back in the way that you should. Okay, and I think that's what you need to figure out this month, is how can you get the balance of resources, the balance of power, of whatever it is, just right here, where not only you're getting your due, but everyone else is getting the due and that they respect and that they deserve as well. Okay, and maybe what you need to do is you need to readjust some finances, readjust some money, readjust the distribution of power in some way in your relationships, so that you're getting what you deserve and everyone else is too, and then can be together in a more harmonious kind of way. All right, so that's what I see going on for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.